All right, guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Unfiltered Sports Podcast. I'm Chris, and there's Kevin.
Evan, what's up, guys?
All right, we're going to review all of this weekend's games, which was a big slate of games. Our predictions, our hot takes. I was wrong about a receiver from a certain team. Again, I, whatever. It is what it is. Everybody gets lucky. Uh, we'll recap everything. Where do you want to start today? You want to start with NFL or college?
Um, where I start with? I'm gonna start with college and just move our way into the NFL, I guess. So,
Okay,
sure.
we can do that. A lot of big games in college this weekend. A lot of upsets. Florida beat Tennessee. Uh, Ohio State was struggling. Texas was struggling against Wyoming. I take that back. Ohio State wasn't struggling. Texas was struggling against Wyoming. Alabama didn't look good at quarterback. Colorado, Colorado State, double overtime. A lot. Yeah. Rutgers beat Virginia Tech. Hallelujah. Too bad they'll lose next week. What's your take? What game? What's your take on these games so far? This weekend.
Um, it's quite similar, but one of the games that I didn't expect to be as close was the Colorado game.
Nobody did.
It was a lot closer than I definitely anticipated that game being.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That was a yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah. Let's see, NCAA. All right. Florida State almost lost to Boston College.
Yep, 31-29. That was a close game.
Illinois
Um,
was doing this thing against Penn State in the first half, and then the second half got blown out. So we'll skip that game. Missouri beat number 15 Kansas State, 30-27.
yep, that was the crazy. I think it was what 61 yards, right? Field goal at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
South Carolina looked like a championship contender for 30 minutes, and then after those 30 minutes, they went back to being where they belong,
Yep.
which was nowhere good. Alabama 17-3 against South Florida. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's okay. Well, there's
Alabama is definitely facing a quarterback
problem.
problem
Problem.
that they need to definitely fix for sure.
And I don't
Um,
like. I'm thinking like I can't remember when like Alabama had a bad quarterback until recently. Well, who was their
it-
quarterback last year?
for- oh, was it Bryce Young? Why the hell is
Yeah,
Bryce Young
yeah,
put on?
yeah. It
Oh,
was. It was.
I
These
tripped out.
these are like the last like 10 Alabama quarterbacks, right? Not granted, some of them aren't great NFL prospects, but
Yeah,
they
they
had
did
some
the
good
job.
ones. So they had Blake Sims in 2014. He made the NFL, but not as a quarterback. He was a running back. Jake Coker and Cooper Bateman in 2015, only because Jake Coker got hurt. Jake Coker transferred, and I think Cooper Bateman graduated. And then in 2016 was Blake Barnett. Never heard of this dude. No clue. Yada yada. I know they won a national championship with him, but no clue who he is. 2017 is Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
2018, 2019 was Tua.
I was gonna have the one with, like stacked QB room, right, with like Mac, Jalen, and Tua, right? Some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was 2018 because Jalen transferred out 2019, and they both got drafted that year in 2020. Uh, Mac Jones 1920, and then Bryce Young the past 2 years, and now they're with Jalen Milrow or whoever started. Tyler Buckner, whatever. So that game was a little surprising. I definitely thought it would have been more of a blowout. Let me see. Florida beat number 11 Tennessee. That was a great game. I watched it. Uh, yeah, and then Colorado and Colorado State was a super close game. But dude, I don't know who that quarterback was from Colorado State, man. If he just stopped throwing picks, they might have won that game. He had 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Like if you just don't throw a pick,
Yeah.
if you don't give up that pick six to Shiloh Sanders,
Shiloh
yeah,
Sanders. Yeah.
Shador looked good. I mean, the one pick he threw, I don't know if I blame that on him or if I blame it on Jimmy Horn. Did you watch the game or no?
I watched the beginning of it. I didn't watch the whole game through.
I don't blame you.
There was a portion of it where I was watching. I was like, "Oh, Sturgis just does not like look. He doesn't like look like clicking right now." And that was when whatchamacallit State was leading, and
Yeah,
then probably tuned back in the fourth-ish quarter, and then I went through overtime and shit. But
I fell asleep during overtime. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, she was pretty late. It was definitely pretty late. But
Ugh. Yeah, so I mean, they like Colorado switched kickers mid game. I don't know, dude. Colorado State was just they were very, very, very good.
they're out for blood, man.
Colorado still can't run the ball though. 25 attempts for 70 yards total as a team.
Definitely not that great. Yeah, Colorado State had uh, over 100 yards with two of their backs on about 30 carries, a little over 30 carries.
39, yeah, no,
Um,
39 carries.
the passing game was pretty good. They had three receivers go over 100 yards,
Yeah,
and they all
they
got touchdowns. So it's definitely not bad at all.
yeah, dude, that one dude had 16 receptions. That's a busy day. No, it was definitely a good game. Definitely game of the week. I think in college football, not NFL, but college football definitely game of the week. Uh,
Oh, for sure. I mean, a lot of these, teams were just blowing them out or blowing out other teams and shit. Also, the Kansas City Missouri game wasn't that bad. It was a cool
no, no, Kansas State
thing
Missouri
with that
was also a good
61
game.
there.
Was
Yeah,
also like they would have got the game of the week, like best game of the week, if it wasn't for the double overtime. I think.
yeah, yeah. That definitely helped.
Um,
Oh, fuck. Michigan State got their shit
Travis
pummeled.
Travis Hunter is hurt.
Yeah, it was because of that one
The late
hit,
play,
right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
like,
yep, the late play, yep.
yeah, that was definitely unnecessary. Yes.
I'm
I think it
surprised.
was
I'm surprised they didn't
already
throw him out.
going. Yeah, that is definitely something they should have done for sure.
Yeah. Dude, I can't stop yawning today. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think I saw something that said he's gonna be out for like a couple of weeks or some shit, or like a week or something. I don't know.
No, I heard multiple weeks.
Multiple weeks, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about what we know the best. Oh wait, how did you do our pickums for that one for college yet or no?
We didn't. I didn't do pick'ems.
All right, we'll do that later. We'll do that Wednesday.
Okay. Uh,
All right, NFL.
NFL.
Um,
What the
guys,
fuck
guys,
is?
I'm gonna go on record and say I was wrong about Nakua, okay? Uh, and Kevin was right. All right.
Yes, man.
Um, That's the only time this will ever happen again. So he was right.
All right, man.
I was wrong.
Do you want to hear the standings for this week so far? We still got
Uh,
2 games to play, but
the Pickums.
yeah. So like for
Oh
what we
Jesus
did like
Christ! Yeah, let me hear. I know I got fucking Detroit,
the.
Seattle wrong. Oh shit!
Here we
Savon,
go.
Saquon Barkley could be out multiple weeks as well. I just read that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, so we had a couple games different. Actually, no,
We did a lot of the games different, I
we
think.
had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 games different. Going into this week, we both have New Orleans and Cleveland going into tonight, so that won't really affect
You know
our
what?
pick'ems too much.
I kind of want to switch mine to Pittsburgh.
Want to switch it back to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pitt
Want to switch it back to Pitt?
since they haven't played yet, and I just feel better about Pittsburgh than I do.
I remember last time you were thinking about taking Pittsburgh, and then you're talking about how the every team that plays the 49ers the week after they lose, and you're like, I'm betting against that. And you're like, wait, I think I'm trying to talk myself to go with Cleveland.
Yeah, no, I did talk myself into going with
All right, so the Green Bay Atlanta game, we both had Green Bay. That was a pretty surprising game. I didn't expect Atlanta to keep that close, and they ended up, winning
I'm
at the end, which was.
so check this out, man. I'm mad. I'm mad on two reasons for this game, right? Um, Drake London actually did something, and I didn't start him. I started a different wide receiver from a different team who also got 0 points. It's like a trend in my lineup. If I make you my third wide receiver, you're 0 points right now. Desmond Ritter looked good. Bijan Robinson looked really good. Uh, they still struggle getting the ball to Kyle Pitts. I don't understand this.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope he gets traded. Um, just because I think it would be much more fun to watch him somewhere else.
Yeah, try him to a good team like the Niners or something. Oh, you know where you should put him? Where we should put him? What's that team? Oh shit.
We were talking about the Chiefs last time when we were
Nah.
talking
Oh
about.
yeah. I mean, Chiefs would be good too. Chiefs would be excellent. Um, Chiefs would definitely be excellent. But the Seahawks would be good too. Gino looked good, by the way.
Would be pretty good. Gino did look really good, yeah. He definitely had some whack shit later in the game. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he
He
was
was trying to make plays. Is what was
he
happening.
was he was he was balling. It's definitely worried.
But yeah, no. Back to the Packers Falcons. Jordan Love looked incredible, by the way. Like I mean,
Yeah,
outside
he
that
had he'd
last,
what on 3 touchdowns, I think,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no picks either. So he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, freaking Romeo Dobbs didn't do too much, unfortunately.
Oh, did you
Thought he
start
might
him?
have done something. Yeah, I picked him up. I thought he might have done something, but yeah, he
No.
got locked up.
Yeah, no, that was a good game though. Defense looked good. They both had flashes. Both defense had flashes. Atlanta's pass rush is kind of good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I mean, Jordan Love was clean most of the day, and I expected him to just be able to sit back there for days,
Yeah,
and that didn't
for sure.
happen.
I mean, yeah, he moved around a bit, but I mean that's pretty much all it really did. But 3 touchdowns, 150 yards, not too much passing yards, but pretty much got the job done. Young Hoku. ECU Young Hoku. Still the game.
Oh, we're talking about
That
Niners. We're talking about Niners Rams right now.
Montana Niners Rams.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I was talking about Young Hoku. The Falcons crew.
Oh, dude. See, that's not what I heard. No, the kicker. Yeah, he's been good for a couple years now.
He's a pretty solid guy. I know he's also like the highest like fantasy guys because then
No,
I can get in the end
no.
zone. So,
The highest fantasy kicker is Jake Elliott.
no, I'm just saying like past fantasies years
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff. He's
yeah.
like a top guy because Atlanta's like always kind of struggled to get in the end zone. That could very well change this year. With Algier and Bijan. So
Actually,
you know,
the best kicker from this week is actually the Cowboys kicker. Like I get they put up 30 points, and we'll talk about that. You know, when we get there, we'll talk about the Giants Jets. But who's next?
so the next game we had the Raiders versus Buffalo.
Who?
We both took
Buffalo.
Buffalo on that one. Yeah.
That makes sense. That was a no-brainer.
Yep.
Jimmy G looked
You went.
awful,
Yeah, he definitely did not look like how he played against the
and then
Broncos. That's for sure.
Devontae Adams is also hurt, right?
I believe he
I know
definitely
he left
had.
the game early. I think they were saying like it could be like an ankle.
Not seeing anything. Uh, well, yeah, concussion possibly. That's
Yeah,
really all they're kind of talking about right now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really all I'm getting with the injury.
Okay, yeah, but I mean that was a good game. Not really, dude. Is Josh Jacobs out too?
Josh Jacobs. I didn't see anything about him yesterday. I'd have to figure he's out.
Because I didn't. I don't think he even played. And there's no way he's a healthy scratch, right? I mean, there's just no way.
No, he played. He
Oh, he
played.
did.
Yeah, he did not do shit for rushing the ball though.
Okay, very uneventful.
He had 9 rushing attempts for -2 yards.
Oh my god. And then it
Jimmy
wasn't.
Garoppolo had more rushing yards. That's well.
And then like these top running backs are like trying to figure out why they're not getting paid.
Yeah, he actually had more receiving yards. He would 5 receptions for 51 receiving yards. He was the second leading receiver on the team.
Shit, put him as a slot receiver then. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I mean, no, you have Hunter Renfro. Don't do that. I like Hunter Renfro. All right, we both took Bills, so okay. Who's next?
Next game we had was the Ravens versus the Bengals.
Lamar
Joe
looks
Burrow.
good.
Joe Burrow. Man, I don't know what the fuck
He's
was.
struggling. No training camp.
he,
He's
he
struggling.
struggled
He's
that first
struggling.
bit.
Um,
Go ahead, I'll start T Higgins this week.
dude, I played against T Higgins this week and I was pissed. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Very, very, very good fantasy week.
T Higgins was just on my bench, dropping like 27 points. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, come on. I thought I was glad I didn't start only in the first half because he only had like 4 points. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Good thing I didn't start him. And then he gets like 2 touchdowns and like 70 yards. And it's like, yeah, like, well, what the heck?
did Zay Flowers get 85 yards and a touchdown?
I don't believe he got a touchdown. Um, yeah, he only got 62 yards. Unfortunately, 62.
You said 62?
Only 62 yards. He had 4 receptions for
Man,
62 yards.
I thought for sure he was gonna get it. He was looking good.
Yeah, dude, Philly defense. Dude, they only had 2 sacks, unfortunately. but they had like 3 turnovers.
Oh, we're still
But
talking about. Oh, this was a lot closer than I thought it was. When I watched it, when I was watching the Bengals Ravens, the Ravens were just killing them. Gus Edwards looks good. 10 carries, 62 yards. So if he's available, pick him up. Um,
definitely helping fill that gap that what's his face
uh,
went out with
Zay
injury and shit.
Flowers. I was thinking Zay Jones. Odell looked good until he went out with the ankle injury.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Odell, OBJ.
Oh no, yeah, I saw that injury
He,
yesterday.
he looked good until he went out. Mark Andrews was back this week. Nelson Aguilar was the number one receiver, which is kind of weird, but
I remember everyone made a joke about that when they were like, "Oh, Lamar's got to get receivers," and they signed Nelson Aguilar.
I
He's the
like.
leading receiver, so
Dude, Nelson Aguilar has put up good numbers in most places he's been, just not Philly.
he just struggles with catching the ball every now and then. But if you can get that ball to him and he can catch it,
Dude, Jamar
there's no
Chase
problem.
is not looking good. As like a fantasy option, he's a good tight end. He's a good wide receiver, just not as a tight end. Just not as a fantasy option right now.
Bro, it is rough for Chase owners right now. I don't know who took Chase in my draft.
No, dude, Chase went
I
like
feel
top
bad
three
for
for
him.
me. He
Oh
went
yeah,
like
and I'm saying he went. I think he might have went 4 because I think second pick was Eckler, and then it was Jettas, and then
so yeah.
Jamal.
Mine went. So dude, I'm telling you, my league is fucking stupid, but it's good at the same time. Bijan went one. Eckler went two. Jamar three. Who's the other receiver? Justin Jefferson four.
Jefferson.
Yeah, it might have been Jefferson three, Jamar four, C Mac five, right above me, and then Tyreek. So, and then Hill, and then Kelsey went 11.
Where'd CMC go?
Who?
CMC.
Five.
But
If he would have went six, he would have been on my team.
I gotta check real quick. I gotta see if Josh Allen on the
He
defensive side
didn't.
of the
He
ball
didn't. He
got
did not.
picked
He
up.
did not. He did not. He did not.
He didn't.
He
That's
did not.
unfortunate.
He did not. I was feeling that pick too, man. I was like, oh, it's guaranteed. All right, what's the next game, man? That was disappointing.
Next game we got is the Seahawks versus the Lions.
Great game. Fantastic game overall.
That shit had a couple heart attacks here and there.
I
I
should
watched it.
I should have started Jared Goff like I was intending to.
Who'd you start instead?
Tua,
Tua?
yeah.
I don't I don't know, fine.
You don't know Tua has Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Like that should have been.
Yeah, but like Patriots
Yeah,
defense is
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
better
Someone talked me out of it. Someone talked me out of it. I'm like, I don't know. They're like, dude, the Patriots defense isn't the Patriots defense anymore. Well, guess what? The Patriots defense was the Patriots defense this week. Okay, motherfuckers.
It's pretty good defense. Yeah, I had Kenneth Walker, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. He
That did
only
not
had like
happen.
43 yards.
Yeah,
He
that
had
did
two
not.
touchdowns though. Good for
He did.
fantasy.
He did. He
Uh,
did. I texted you. I was like, "Well, you got touchdowns. He's just not going to get the yards." Yeah.
yeah, him and CMC were like crazy for me in fantasy. They both combined for like 40 some points. It was nice.
I will say if you can get either Josh Reynolds or Samuel Laporta in your league, if you don't have deep wide receivers or like your tight end's not performing all that best, either one of those two, like Josh Reynolds is like good flex, I would say, and then Samuel Laporta is a good tight end too if you don't have a good tight
Yeah.
end.
No, no, he's already I think he got picked up the week following the KCW for the Lions.
Good because I mean
My league.
I drafted him, so
Oh, okay.
I took him in our 17th round. I took him.
Gotcha. I think mine only. like 12 rounds or some shit. We didn't.
18
Actually,
rounds,
I don't know.
man. 18 rounds every year.
Yeah. The game was good though. There was a hit though that it was Darrell Taylor. Came in like hella late. I haven't seen any like like ESPN or Barstool or anything like do anything about that. But because like I know they all kind of like report like on the Travis Hunter. How he got hit.
Yeah.
I was like kind of shocked they didn't like show the clip of because Goff threw the ball, stood there for like a solid second in the pocket, and then you saw like Darrell Taylor just get outside the tackle and just like run right into him. And it was rough in the passer. I'm like glad it got flagged, but clearly like I was like, dude, I was like, why didn't he eject it? Because like I mean, Goff was just standing there, and
Was it helmet to helmet?
no, but he was
So he
it
just
was
like
just like a full on like
he
late hit like
he just like pushed him down.
no, he like full on like fucking like speared his ass like took him to the ground.
Was it?
Yeah.
But was it between the top of the
Uh
torso to the bottom of the torso?
yeah,
Clean
right
hit.
there.
Clean hit.
But it was late as fuck.
Clean hit.
I was like, yo, what the hell is he doing?
Oh,
But
and I will say this. I think the Seahawks fucked up when they took Witherspoon over Gonzalez.
over Gonzalez,
Yeah.
I didn't really watch much the Patriots defense. Because
So
Gonzalez like
so
fucking good.
Gonzalez followed Tyreek all night, except for one play, and that one play he got a touchdown.
Oh my god.
But yeah, 5 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown for Tyreek. Not the game I wanted. And, he was 110 yards off of my prediction, like a motherfucker. Jalen Waddle looked good though, so if you have Jalen Waddle, congrats. I played against, so the Stars did a line against me this week, in fantasy they did. We'll talk about that later though. But yeah, dude, Gino looked good for once. I mean, not for once. He went back like last year.
I was Yeah, I was really glad how they played. Kind of like with the passing game with both their tackles being gone because
Yeah,
we didn't start Jason Peters today, so that was
you guys didn't.
yeah, we didn't know. They said they didn't want to rush him. I don't know. I mean, I guess I thought that was the whole point of signing him was for him to play, but guess it's not.
What?
I guess the cross injury may be worse than what was reported. He might be out for a bit longer. That's maybe why. But
Okay, okay. Or Abraham Lucas is out for a while. Either one.
yeah, Abraham Lucas is on the IR right now, so
So maybe Peters
he's
is.
out.
So maybe Peters is going to play right tackle.
Could very well do that. Wouldn't be
Uh,
surprised. But
uh, this is what I like about Gino, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers catching the ball. Fucking Jake Bobo caught a ball running a 5 second 40. I can run a 5 second 40 now. Like the fact that this dude made a team running a 4.99 is still mind blowing.
dude, Jake Bobo, Jake Bobo season, man.
It's not.
Jake Bobo
He
season.
had one catch for 3 yards. Relax.
Um,
I don't think
JSN a couple passes.
who JSN.
JSN, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are using him right though. This is.
Hmm?
I don't think Pete Carroll is using him right.
We got 5 receptions. DK and Lockett both had 6 and 8. I mean, it's not that bad for wide
So
receiver
so
3
so DK caught 6 receptions on 6 targets. Tyler Lockett caught 8 receptions on 10 targets.
10.
JSN caught 5 of 6. This is what I'm saying, right? Lockett is a slot receiver, or at least he should be now. He's older, he's crafty. Put the motherfucker in the slot. Put JSN out wide. Let him go to work on some of those corners. He's bigger, faster, stronger than Tyler Lockett. Nothing against Tyler Lockett. He's a midget. He's not a midget. He's very, very good. He's like 5'10". But he's skinny, you know what I'm saying? He's not like. The fact he's had such a good career is mind blowing. I remember when he came out, I didn't think he was going to be this good.
Yeah, he's a consistent guy. Consistent guy. And 2 touchdowns and the OT sealer.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, he's very,
Uh,
very good. I usually have him in fantasy, like every year, because I like he's consistent points. You know what I'm saying? He's not wow factor, but he's consistent.
did you see the video he posted after the bro? The Seahawks locker room was absolutely crazy after the win.
No, I didn't see
So
it.
I'm not. Yeah. So the whole thing for the game, like they had like the Lions fans were like advocating for the fans, or the Lions players
Oh
were
yeah,
advocating for the fans to get the
yeah.
blue ski mask,
CJ, GJ, yeah,
and
yeah.
then Jerick Reed for Seattle, he actually ended up having one of them, and he was like wearing it in the locker room, and it was hilarious. And then Lockett made a video. I only took a screenshot because it's like one of my profile pictures now, but he's got like W glasses on. It's actually so funny. It was hilarious, but it was a really good game. I thought we were gonna sell it. Honestly, we're up 2 scores, and then Lions came back. Jason Myers looked like dog shit. Dude secured the bag and started playing like Joe Burrow. I don't know where else to put it, but yeah, he not look good at by any, by any means.
No, I mean it was so both teams are gonna be in the NFC hunt for playoffs and
Oh, for
division.
sure.
Like I don't, the Seahawks aren't gonna win their division. I mean, I no offense.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Do I think you guys win 10 games this year? Yes.
I mean, dude, even the Rams might be a playoff contender now. I mean, they looked real good.
They did look
The
good. Dude, no, no, no. That offense looked real good. Nakua looked real good. Man,
and
15
they still
receptions.
don't have fucking Cup back, bro. Cup and Nakua, that's gonna be a fucking
So
duo
so
right
so
there.
wait. No, 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 no. Who's gonna suffer though? So they play the same exact position, the same exact way.
Oh, Nakua will definitely suffer, man. I mean, Cup's gonna get the fucking like 15 targets a game, my man. But
I don't know if I would, man. Your thing with Nakua is working. Just don't give him any more end rounds because that shit did not work.
yeah, the fucking the fun play, yeah, yeah.
All right, what's the next game?
We have the Colts versus the Texans.
Who'd you take?
I took the Colts.
And I took the Texans, didn't I?
Yep,
What a dumbass. Anthony Richardson looked incredible until he went out.
yep.
So this
And
is
then Minshew mania.
yeah, Minshew looks good too. So this is what I like though about Anthony Richardson. Yeah, he got the concussion. He self-reported it. He's like I don't feel right. Something's wrong. He's the one, like no team doctor pulled him off to the side. He's like, listen, I need a test. He got the test. I think he'll be back next week. But if I'm the Colts, I
They sit him or something.
maybe keep him out for the next 2 weeks, just as a precaution. Get him
I could
all
see that definitely. Yeah.
get him all the way back. But he was running all over the field.
Yep. I
I
mean,
should have said AR 5 for 200 yards this week.
it's
I mean, he didn't have close to 200 yards, but he looked good.
like 2 touchdowns, and he would have got that for you.
He had
But I mean,
35
looking
yards.
out, looking outside the Colts, I mean, CJ Stroud had a great game too. I mean, 30 for 47, 384 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, no, no.
Pretty
CJ
fucking
Stroud
good.
looked good. Um,
Couldn't really get a run game going, but
he had Damian Pierce, 2.1 yards per carry is not good.
just by any
So
means.
the receiver that I'm surprised about is Nico Collins.
It'd be a fantasy pickup.
No, he is. If you don't have him, pick him up. But this is 2 games in a row now. He's had over 100 yards and a touchdown. So and they got some receivers. They got Tank Dell. They got Dalton Schultz at tight end. They got Robert Woods. Robert Woods still looks good. 6 receptions, 74 yards. And C.J. Stroud is getting everyone the ball too. Like Nico Collins had 9 targets, 7 receptions. Robert Woods 9 targets, 6 receptions. Tank Dell 10 targets, 7 receptions. So I mean
Okay.
outside, and Dalton Schultz as
So,
well. But I don't know, man. Oh, CJ Stroud needs to learn how to hold on to the ball, though.
Oh, how many fumbles do you have?
He had
Two?
two fumbles, yeah.
Well, I mean, their line's not that great, so it definitely doesn't help.
And yeah, no, it's not.
But it's definitely like a bright spot. You played pretty well.
No, he
How
did.
about that?
CJ
In
CJ
Texans.
Stroud is the first Ohio State quarterback to throw over 300 yards in like 20 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Gardner Minshew looks good like always, dude. Dude's a like he should be a starting quarterback somewhere. He really, really should. But
Honestly, I could see the Jets try to make a move, maybe.
to pick him up,
I could see
they
it. I mean,
should.
Zach Wilson did not look that
Zach,
great. Jets are
yeah,
kind of spiraling out of control. I mean, Brees Hall was kind of going on. We went on
dude,
Twitter
four
yesterday.
carries, dude.
I mean, I get that you're, playing Dalvin over him, but like, dude, 4 carries? It just doesn't seem right. For a guy that was running in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
is
so I know, like their goal was to slowly bring him back,
yeah.
but like, dude, you need big plays. Give him the ball. Um, oh, we're talking about Jets and are we no?
No, just a
Yeah,
guy. What you
yeah,
want to talk about?
yeah. We talk Jets Cowboys. So okay, so Cowboys fans, your team's still not going to the Super Bowl. Relax. Okay, you played a terrible Giants team. Yes. You played a terrible Jets offense. Yes. Did you guys put up 400 yards on the
On
Jets
the
defense?
defense.
Yes. And here's why. 42 minutes time of possession for the Cowboys to 17 minutes for the Jets. Zach Wilson threw 3 picks. So for everyone's like, oh, we did this against the top 3 defense. Yes, you did.
Then we'll get the ball back in like the red zone or some shit.
But if you get the ball back on the 20-yard line and you settle for 5 fucking field goals and only 2 touchdowns, there's something wrong.
See them in a day.
Okay,
Oh, for sure.
5 field goals. So Dak Prescott, yes, he didn't fuck the game up for you, but he's not an MVP. He's not top 10 quarterback. I mean, you can make a case for 8 to 12, I guess, top 8, top 12 quarterback. Um, Mike McCarthy's not throwing the games away. The Cowboys aren't good. Your defense is incredible. Micah Parsons incredible. Trayvon Diggs when he gets an interception is incredible. Until then, he's giving up 1,000,000 yards. Uh, Demarcus Lawrence incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys have
I think a
pieces,
pass rush. Yeah, can argue with that.
but for having the ball 42 minutes and kicking 5 field goals, 5,
That's a problem.
there's a problem there. Okay, especially when they're coming off picks.
But yeah, you're getting good field position off the, pick in general.
Now, Jets fans, your team's gonna suck until you guys get a competent
Quarterback.
adult behind center again. Okay, Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be that. I understand. He did a new procedure that might get him back in time for playoffs. Great, but you have to get to
Thing is, they
playoffs.
gotta make the playoffs first. Yeah.
You have to get to the playoffs, and you ain't getting to the playoffs with fucking Zach Wilson. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'll be honest with
Um, if I'm the Jets, I'm calling around. I'm trying to get Minshew. Uh, who's the back? Try to get Dorian Thompson Robinson from Cleveland. Dude, he's an adult. I mean, he's a rookie, but he looks good.
looks great. The preseason, yeah, for sure.
Shit, get Sam Darnold back.
Ooh, how about that?
That won't happen. But they could. Uh, Fuck, get Carson Wentz. I mean, Carson Wentz
Let
might
him try, I
sprain.
guess.
He might sprain 2 ankles in a play. but he'll be better than what you have right now. And
Yeah, I mean, I think the front runner is Gardner Minshew after kind of how he, played with the Colts
you
yesterday.
would think, you would think.
I mean,
But
I think it'd be smart for the Jets to retire
if I'm the
him,
Jets,
but
I'm calling Tom Brady. Fuck it.
hey, can we get you out of retirement for one last time?
Yeah. Oh well, this is
Please.
like. So I guess the thing is like the NFL owners would have to vote on if he can play now.
Oh, he's too old.
No, because he owns part of the Raiders.
That is true. Well, I mean, did the Jets play the Raiders at all this year?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just because like, oh, you're a player now.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
It's stupid, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Makes sense though. Whatever.
Uh,
Um, Next game
yeah. Who
we
is it?
Kansas City versus Jacksonville. I actually took Jacksonville on this one, and
I took KC.
yeah, it did not look that good. Yeah, you took Casey.
Chris Jones looked good.
He did look good. Pretty slow game though. I'm not gonna lie.
Swifty Kelsey did not. I don't think I. At least the parts I saw, like I was in and out of that game, so I wasn't like watching. I was in
Yeah,
and out. Yeah, Travis Kelsey only had 4 receptions, 26 yards. Kadarius Tony didn't drop a ball.
he did not. He did not. Yeah, he beat the brick for hand allegations.
I did see.
Skyler, well,
I'm starting to
touchdown.
see like a lot. Pacheco looked good. Uh,
Yeah, not too much for fantasy, but I mean, he
they
had a
need to give him more
touchdown.
points. Yeah, they need to give him more carries. I think.
He should be the leading back, but he's just not.
I mean, he has
I mean,
12
I guess
carries.
I guess he is, but damn. Okay, what the fuck? Why did he only get 12 carries? I thought.
12 carries and one
Right.
reception. Yep.
Damn, what the hell?
So I do see like Chiefs fans. You know, I'm friends with a couple of them, and so I see Chiefs X, or formerly known as Twitter, like people come up on my timeline a lot, and they're all asking the same question: why is Justin Ross and Rasheem Rice not playing?
Yeah, I mean, I dropped just Ross off my lineup,
I did too.
but
I did
I
too.
definitely hope he gets picked up. If he gets if or not, he gets picked up, but if he gets like a starting spot next week, bro, back onto the lineup. That dude's a stud, and they had him week one. He had like one reception for like 6 yards, and then they
8
didn't
yards.
throw the
Yep.
ball
Yep.
the rest of the game.
Yep.
So,
Dude, I don't get it. He's 6'4", 215. He's what you need.
and he's not Kadarius Tony,
I
so
could do
it's a
Kadarius Tony
bonus.
caught 5 targets for 5 receptions. So, like I, like I,
Yeah, but like,
granted, two of them were like, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, catch this run straight. Screens, you know, but I don't know, man. Let's see. Has Trevor Lawrence had a rough game?
yeah, no touchdowns.
Calvin Ridley dropped a lot of balls.
Christian Kirk had a game.
Christian Kirk had a great game.
Calvin Ridley owners are a bit mad. Uh,
Well,
he-
that's not Christian Kirk's fault. Calvin Ridley was dropping balls.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like how Calvin Ridley owners are mad in general. Like I'm not saying because of Christian Kirk.
If you had Trevor Etienne, I would be. I'm sorry for you because you should have started him this week. Didn't look good. That defense was just. Their defense was good. The Chiefs' defense was good this week. Chris Jones was back. He
Yeah.
got that pressure. He had like 1.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. So plus like 6 tackles.
Well, he wants that incentive bonus.
Yeah, no.
That's
Uh,
safe to say.
I think he wants another Super Bowl. To be honest, I want to. I don't want a Super Bowl for them. I want one for the Niners, but you know, if we ever play them in the Super Bowl, then so be it. Next game. There's not really much to talk about the Chiefs. Like Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Trevor Lawrence struggled. Chris Jones, Travis
Next we
Kelsey, no
got
different.
the Chicago Bears versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Uh,
Baker Mayfield looks
Baker Mayfield looks
pretty good.
good.
Pretty good.
It's kind of hard to look bad with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin though.
That is fair.
I'm not taking that.
Uh,
I'm not saying that. That's not a shot at Baker. It's not a shot at Baker. Okay, because before fucking Tom Brady got there,
they were
Jameis,
also making Jameis
Jameis
Winston look
Winston
alright. He was
wasn't
with
looking
30
good.
for 30.
Yeah. DJ Moore did have a bounce back game.
Yes, that was a nice game for
Darnell
fantasy
Mooney
owners.
went out early with an injury, never came back.
Is unfortunate. So he
Poor
did
man.
not end up beating DJ
No,
Moore in
no, he
all
did
set
not.
categories.
No, he did not. The Bears need to run the ball more because Roshan Johnson had 4 carries for 32 yards. Khalil Herbert 7 carries for 3.5 yards. That's 6.5 yards per carry between those two. Give them the ball. Let them run more. Stop thinking Justin Fields is going to throw. He can't throw. He couldn't hit
Yep.
a like an ocean full of water in a boat with a football. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, and I definitely think it's safe to say Justin Fields is not that guy. I
No,
mean,
no, he's not. Like he's not. Maybe, and like I listen. I hope he turns it around. I do, but maybe Justin Fields needs to go play running back or wide receiver.
maybe. I don't know about wide receiver. I don't know. We haven't seen him catch before, so.
Do you remember Greg Ward? All right, so Greg Ward, he came in the league as a quarterback as well. And then Terrell Pryor too. So you can use both as like a thing. Oh, Logan Thomas, the tight end for the.
Yep,
So
I remember
there's
that
a
one.
couple
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them. There's a couple of them. There's not a lot. There's a couple. Oh, Edelman as well. Uh, like they came into the NFL, they played a couple games at quarterback, and then they switched positions. Logan Thomas spent 5 years before he went to tight end as the backup quarterback for the Cardinals. Greg Ward was the starting quarterback at Houston when Houston was like the thing. And by the thing, I mean like they were better than what they normally are. And he was killing it. I mean, fucking killing it, killing it. And then he goes to Philly. Philly's like, all right, we like you as a quarterback, but we think you should do this. So he goes to wide receiver, and he spends the next 7 years as a receiver there, doing great things. And then Edelman has a great career, not Hall of Fame career, because I don't know if you can put him in the Hall of Fame because it doesn't really have stats, but he has a great career. So, I mean, Logan Thomas was a star tight end for like 3 years before injuries. Maybe,
Yep.
but I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Justin Fields does turn it around and the Bears have a guy, but
I mean, Fields has weapons now. Running backs, wide receivers. He's
tight
just
ends, he has
not producing
everything.
now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's safe to say and call him a bust. I mean,
Well, let's not call him a bust yet. Who else was in that draft? Justin Fields. Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
they had pick what fucking
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence went
10
one.
or some shit.
Trevor Lawrence went one. Who went two? Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Then it was Trey
Trey Lance.
Lance. That went
We
3.
don't know if Trey Lance is a bust. I think he starts next year for the Cowboys, to be honest. Um, and then Justin Fields went, and then
Mac
Mac
Jones
Jones.
was in that draft too,
Yep. Mac
and
Jones was good.
Tua.
Tua,
Right?
no, Tua was
Was
a
he in
couple
that
years ago.
next year's draft or?
The year
Oh,
before.
okay.
It was Tua. Hurts was in that draft class. Baker? No, couldn't have been Baker because Hurts was there. Uh,
Baker was Baker
Herbert.
19.
It was Tua and Herbert.
Oh, Herbert. Yes, great pick.
What's the next game? Because I can't talk about the game anymore. Jesus Christ.
Hey, but
Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans look great.
Izzy and did he get whatchamacallit?
But there and go outside. It's raining. They're not gonna go outside. It's raining.
Sure.
Girls. I know that was Zoomies.
All right.
Next.
Next game we got is the Chargers versus Titans.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, Izzy did get an interception.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he
So,
did. So by the way, that's 2 interceptions for a rookie.
yes,
Nickelback.
sir. Yep. Let's go player stats here.
Let me see. How many tackles did he
Derrick
have?
Henry was 20 yards short of
No,
your
that's okay. That's okay.
120 yards.
That's all right.
Some touchdown that's not bad at
Yeah,
all.
I mean, it is what it is. Like they played good. I don't think Ryan Tannehill finishes the season there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, they honestly, I mean, that offense is revolved so much around Derrick Henry and kind of like a play action scheme that you could, I mean, you're rocking like the bare minimum right now with Tannehill. He gets,
so
the job
what
done, but he's
what we
not like
haven't talked
phenomenal.
about is maybe Tannehill going to the Jets.
Let's see it. Yeah, I think it's Tannehill, he's one of those QBs that thrive in like a play action
And that's
system.
what the Jets want to do.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah,
Shit, man, if they're gonna do that, I could see it for sure.
I just don't. Yeah, he's just. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tannehill had a good game, 20 for 24, 246. Derrick Henry looks good. I don't know who this Tajay Spears is, but he needs to stop getting carries. Okay. It's 25-8. Like I'm bitching about 8 carries not going to Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I was 15 yards off. By the way.
But
Oh, I was 5 yards off from Derrick Henry getting 100 yards. He had 15.
them.
He had 15 receiving.
Damn.
So like, I mean,
Yes.
that was a good take. I was so close though, so close. I mean, I didn't get it, but it was close. Uh, Diop looks
Honestly,
good.
huh?
Diop looks good. They're just not getting the ball enough.
Yeah, he's got a, you know, yeah, number one guy. I mean, four receptions. I mean, I don't know how many times he was targeted, but I mean, I feel like every time you like, play action that,
5 times.
it's got to be going to Hopkins. I mean, 4 for 5. It's not bad at all, bro. He's averaging 10 yards reception. I mean, feed that man. You're paying him. Fucking feed him.
They are
But
paying.
Chargers defense, man, is a lot of talent on there,
So
and
this a lot of talent that doesn't do shit.
they're just getting fucking rolled right now.
Uh, yeah, like I mean, Joey Bosa had 2 sacks, but like these are like good starters to stars on their team, right? Sebastian Joseph Day is a good starting top higher tier defensive tackle, run stopper. Didn't stop the fucking run. Had 0 TFLs. Uh,
No, zero solo tackles too, which is
J.C. Jackson. They paid a lot of money to. 4 tackles, no pass deflections. Joey Bosa has earned his money. 2 sacks. Boom. Khalil
yeah,
Mack. They're paying a lot of money to.
yeah, cause
He's on the other side of
shit,
Joey Bosa, so we're gonna assume he does his job. But that's 3 just stars on your defensive line that aren't producing like they should. Besides Joey Bosa, Ashanti Samuel, 6 tackles, no pass deflections, none of that, no deflections. Okay, there's something wrong. Who is Tuli Tuipulotu? Linebacker, 21, out of USC. Okay, he played decent. 7 tackles, 1 sack. Kenneth Murray Jr., another first
tackles.
round pick. 10 tackles. He played good. Ten
Sack.
tackles.
You can't really be mad at him for that one, man.
No,
He did his job, I
Derwin
think.
James is a safety. He should not have 11 tackles.
That is fair. pretty fair. But I guess at some point they're probably just dropping everyone into the box to try and stop the fucking run. I mean, I would have to assume.
But like, if you look, oh, by the way, Trey Avery played this week. He had 8 tackles and a tackle for loss and a pass deflection. So Trey Avery's back. Let's go. Uh, he didn't
A
play
week
last
too
week, but he
late.
played this week.
Week too late.
Um, you know, this is
We
like,
won't ever know now. He would have held MT.
yeah, it's true. We will see if Christian Izzian can do it though.
You know, like a hot take.
What's the next game? Uh, yeah, the Chargers is a waste so much talent. It might be coaching. It might be coaching this time.
I think it's got to be coaching because that roster is honestly like fucking stacked. You know, offense and defense, honestly, and they're losing to a team that's got like
A lot of holes, like a lot of holes.
4 like star players. Like
They have
that's
Derrick
it, man.
Henry, like, and we're talking about older stars too. We're not even talking about like young stars. We're talking older stars. Derrick Henry, D Hop, Kevin Burrard, Jeffrey Simmons is the only youngest one. He's like 27, 28.
AG's got the bag this offseason, I'm pretty sure. But he signed a new contract or extension
Who?
this offseason. Jeffrey Simmons,
Yeah, he's the
right?
highest
Yeah,
paid
yeah,
defensive tackle for all of 2 days.
yeah.
Next game.
Next game we have fucking we have the Giants versus the Cardinals.
Um,
And that was
I thought the Cardinals was about to dominate this game. Um,
I was quite surprised when I saw the
uh,
score.
I will say
And
this:
then
I am
they
impressed
fucking
with Joshua Dobbs. I'm very, very impressed with Joshua Dobbs.
yep.
Jets send a fourth round pick, get him in there. Okay, pretty much anyone with a heartbeat get back there besides Zach Wilson at this point. Uh,
Just like that, yeah. But I mean Joshua Dobbs, I mean
he played
he had
good.
what 2 total touchdowns, 228 passing yards, 40 rushing yards. James Conner was played great. The receiving game was not that great though. I mean, they only had the highest receiving guy was Zach Ertz with 56 yards.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's okay though. Like the ball's so spread out, it's fine. Like 3-6-6.
yeah, no, he
Two
definitely like
one, two
shared
one,
the wealth there. Yeah,
one
for
two.
sure.
Yeah. Plus,
Yep.
I expected him to run the ball more with, you know, back back at quarterback and whatnot. Um, the defense was playing good for the Cardinals in the first half. The second half
Hey, yeah, I
choked.
don't know what happened in the
Choked.
second half. Yeah,
The
they,
offense
they
also
fucking did.
sputtered in the second half because they only put up 8 points. They were up 20-0 going into halftime, and
Yep, 20-0, and then
so
I don't know if they
Daniel Jones didn't play great, but didn't play bad. 26 for 37, 321, 2 touchdowns, and a
definitely
pick.
came back in that second half.
Uh,
To bring them fucking
I know
victory.
Saquon is still in Arizona right now. He's getting an MRI done today.
Hope everything's
Um,
all right with him.
yeah, so they took him
Be a
out.
big
I
hit
guess
to the
after
joint.
the game, his ankle was just super, super swollen, and they don't know why.
Gee, damn. Yeah, everything's good with him.
Um, Darren Waller looks like the tight end of old, even with the fucking busted ass hamstring. 6 receptions, 76 yards. That makes sense. Um,
Jalen Hyatt looks pretty good. I mean, only two
two
receptions for
receptions on
89
three
yards. I
catches.
mean, I think you got to give him the ball more. I mean, if he's producing that much, I think you got to give him the ball more. I
Uh,
know. I don't think he's the starting wide receiver on.
uh,
Could be.
no, he's not starting. Darius Slayton and Paris Campbell are starting.
I mean, you got to start Hyatt, man. I mean, Campbell had what 4 for 21. I mean. I mean,
Yeah,
two for 89, averaging 44.5. I mean, you gotta start him or at least give him some more targets. See what he does with that.
there was a player yesterday who also deserves more targets. I don't remember their name. They had like 2 receptions and they were deep balls. Oh, Marvin Mims.
Denver. Hmm?
When we get to the Commanders Broncos, I'll talk about him.
Oh, okay. So we'll go to the next game then.
But no, I was surprised the Giants won that game, and the Cardinals look like they're going to be a team that can fight teams. I just don't know if they have enough power to close them out.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
We got the 49ers versus the Rams.
Wait.
Like I thought it was going to be.
Okay, we're doing that game now for Niners Rams. Um,
Yup.
okay, so I will say this: my hot take of the Niners shutting the Rams out. That was wishful thinking, and I knew it was when I said it. But like I said it, so I just stand. I just 10 toes down it. Um, here's what I will say: the Niners and Rams always play each other tough. Along, like everyone in the NFC West plays
It's
each other
always
tough.
really like a division game, you know. Except the Cardinals, they always get kind of fucked, Loki.
They get
They
waxed.
just suck. They just
They get
suck.
waxed by everyone. Yeah. Here's my takeaway of the game. Brock Purdy missed on a lot of deep balls yesterday. To
Yeah,
Ayuk, to Ayuk. Ayuk, I guess is their deep ball guy. Did not know that.
Juwan Jennings, 251, 25
Yeah,
and a half.
so that doesn't surprise me. The Jawan Jennings um, low reception count, decent yardage is because like they usually use him like he's our slot receiver, but he's Jake Bobo. He's the original Jake Bobo.
Yeah, it's just a faster Jake Bobo.
Yeah, he runs a 4.7 instead of a 4.99.
A faster Jake Bobo.
So and that's why the Niners they got him in the 7th round 3 years ago. It was like, oh, well, he looked good on pay. He looked good in games. Spent the year on the practice squad. Last year showed up. Was good as our third wide receiver, um, catching timely first downs all the time. But he always leaves you wanting more.
No, that's fair. About
Uh,
praise, I mean, I didn't have any touchdowns or interceptions, but I mean, 17 for 25 is not terrible. Um, Christian McCaffrey,
looked good
crazy
as
with 20
always.
carries, 116 yards, touchdown there. He also had 19 receiving yards.
So that's crazy because when I, watching the game, his first 10 carries was for 85 yards.
Yep, I remember I was literally like within like the first like 5 minutes of the game starting. I'm just like looking at my phone, and it was like, oh, Christian McCaffrey got touched. I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Like that's perfect for me in fantasy. But
Yeah. What's up, baby?
I mean, they didn't play any other running backs. They just played they had Debo and Brock Purdy get the other carries there.
Yeah.
Oh, touchdowns too, which is crazy.
Uh, the Rams did a good job of neutralizing the pass rush of the Niners, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Bosa looked kind of like he had 3 QB hits, but he was like, "Oh, I don't know." What's that open?
Yeah.
Looking for something.
Stafford, I mean, he had 2 interceptions, but I mean, I think he definitely played great, and I can't wait to see what he does when he gets cut back.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. So that's not an issue, but
Yeah, I
Stafford
mean, I
looked
think
good minus the 2 picks. Oh, I didn't know he threw 2 picks. Who caught the two fucking picks? Oh,
real
Lenore
quick.
and Oliver.
Isaiah Oliver and D. Modre Lenore.
No.
Lenore.
Okay. Okay. So it's Diamador Lenore.
Diamond. Okay, my fault. My fault. My fault.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to butcher names sometimes. Yes. I know. I opened the back door. No, it's not. No, there's just a little hole there.
Puka Nakua looks
Yeah, it
great.
looked great.
He's
Yeah.
got to get a fucking touchdown, man. He's got like 300 yards, and, like no touchdown.
He's
Actually, no,
not.
he's got
It's
like
280, 290.
270, 270, 280. Yeah, he's got to get a touchdown. Dude's on pace for like fucking 300 like receptions or some shit like that. I mean,
20 targets,
he's
man.
absolutely
20 targets.
nuts with that.
I mean, 15 receptions on 20 targets. That's a
He's absolutely
75% like chance he's gonna catch the ball. I'll take that.
Dude's an absolute beast.
Tutu Atwell again, 7 receptions, 77 yards.
Yep, cannot be mad at that. But
So
Matthew Stafford threw 55 total attempts, only landed 34 of them, or only 30 of them connected.
so
But
I
pretty
hate to
sure
say this,
that's
like I really do. Like I like Matt Stafford, but
yeah. I mean,
35. Maybe after this year, maybe it's time to hang it up.
be honest, they could go out with a bang. I think when they get Cooper Cup back, I know you're saying it's gonna be a bit tricky how him and Nakua kind of play. They pretty much play the same thing, but
Yeah, they're both the slot
I
receivers.
think
I just don't see it happening.
I definitely just I can't wait when the Cooper Cup comes back because I think the Rams just gonna be nuts when that happens. I mean,
Like,
they're already playing like really well. I mean, against the
so
fucking best defense in the
are
league.
you
And
are you
shit.
saying the Ravens have? I mean, not the Ravens. The Rams have a chance of making the playoffs.
I'd say they have a chance to make the playoffs. I don't see them winning the division.
I see.
Uh,
Check this out. I only see two teams out of the NFC West making the playoffs. Only two. But now that I'm thinking about it,
I
maybe three
mean,
can make it. And here's why.
think about it.
Because you don't
The
got two teams currently playing good in the NFC North, which is the Lions and the Packers. The NFC South is awful.
but someone's got to take
But
the
they're
division there.
undefeated right now. They're undefeated. So I don't understand it. Minus the Panthers, they're undefeated. Both the
Honestly, I think it's gonna be kind of a toss up for Atlanta or Buccaneers there. I
Atlanta to
don't
win
think
the
more than one
division.
team will. I don't think more than one team will make the playoffs from the South.
So you're forgetting the Saints are also in that division.
I don't see that. Olave is good.
Derek
They
Carr is
get Kamara
very
back.
good.
They gotta get Kamara back. That could open up kind of
They
whole
play
new.
tonight, man. The Saints play tonight, right? Yeah. They play
Yep,
the
they
Panthers.
play the Panthers. Yep.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are probably going to end up with a top five pick again, and I don't if I
Marvin Harrison Jr.
dude if I get the number one pick, I'm taking Caleb Williams.
Dude, do you take Caleb Williams though if you just drafted Bryce Young with the number
Uh,
one?
let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. Yes, Caleb Williams is that good.
Just trade like Bryce Young to like the Jets or
Yeah,
something.
you trade Bryce Young to anyone. You're going to kill his career by doing this. Look what happened to Josh Rosen when the Cardinals drafted him at 10, and then the very next year took K1.
Yeah, that's just fair.
So
That's just fair. But I mean, let me think about it. I mean, what was it? Was it last year? Or the year before that almost every team in the NFC East made the playoffs. You know,
last year.
last year.
Yeah. The only
I
one that
mean,
missed was the
I could totally see something
Panthers.
happen like that. I could totally see something happen like that. I mean, the Rams, they
Nah.
look
Oh, you
quite
mean for
good.
the NFC West? Yeah, I can see that.
I don't see the Cardinals doing shit though.
No. I don't think the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs.
Cardinals suck.
They're not playing bad though. They're playing close. They're playing teams
Yeah,
close.
they're playing close. I think Joshua Dobbs is definitely better than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray just
No,
sucks.
let's not get carried away. Only a
Dude,
terrible.
Kyler is actually terrible, right? Especially if it's the double XP weekend. I mean, come
Listen,
on.
we can't talk. We cannot talk shit about Kyler Murray. He's not even playing right now. I mean, we can, but I prefer not to. Yeah, dude. So, but I mean, yeah. Well, this week on Saturday we'll do playoff predictions. I need some time to think about it.
Who do which
No, I
really
mean not
playoff
Saturday,
prediction?
Friday. I can't do my playoff predictions now. I have to like sit down and like look at
I
each
might
team.
I might just have to go through like a simulator, like a season simulator, and just kind of see what teams end up in the playoffs. After I
Ooh,
kind of just
that's not a bad idea. I'm about to use Madden to simulate a whole season.
he's gonna trade freaking
No, no, no,
Brock Purdy for like
no, no,
Mahomes or
no,
some shit.
no. I don't. To be fair, I always do like fantasy drafts when I play Madden, so then I can get like the number one defense with like a terrible ass quarterback to see how good I can make that quarterback.
Yeah, I always whenever I do like franchise no franchise, I always do like undrafted as like the quarterback like what prospect you were taking as, just so I can like work from like a 60 to like a 99. Just so much more satisfying than starting like an 80 and having that superstar trait already.
Um, so in this year, Madden, I got Anthony Richardson as my quarterback, and yeah, we're dominating.
As forever if I can get.
Yeah, we're dominating. All right, final game. Commanders Broncos, right? Is that the final? No, yeah, that's the final one.
No, we got two.
All right, which one? Let's save the Commanders Broncos for last. What's the next game?
We have the Dolphins versus
Next.
Patriots.
Okay. So this is what happened. Mike McDaniel uh, outplayed. Hold on, let me take that back. Bill
Dude,
Belichick is
Mike,
Bill Belichick is a coaching genius, mastermind. Uh, Took away all the deep shots to Tyreek. Took away Tyreek Hill pretty much the entire game, along with that rookie cornerback out of Oregon named Christian Gonzalez, who is looking like the best rookie corner in the NFL right now. Probably top 10, top 15 corner as well.
Bill Belichick has his way with corners. I mean,
He does.
dude makes corners look good all the fucking time.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I know. Back to my Bill Belichick, and I heard what you said about him having his way with the corners. Yes, you're right. He had Asante Samuel, Ty Law, Darrell Revis, Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Jackson, Malcolm Butler. Like I'm just Jason McCourty, Devin McCourty. Um, Damn, I just really named off like 17 fucking starting corners for them. Deron
Goes,
Harmon, Logan Ryan, like they got some plays. Damn, I named off a lot of Rutgers players that went to New England. That might be a thing. It might be a thing. Might be a thing. You never know. Now back to what I was saying. Yeah. So McDaniel just took what they were giving him. Right. Mostert looked incredible. Uh, Jalen Waddle looked incredible. They took Tyreek Hill out the game. Um, Tua did make too many mistakes. He looks good, I guess. I mean, he did throw a fucking pick, you fucking bastard. Uh, Guys, I have Tua on fantasy. This is why I'm sounding so salty on Tua today. Because I should have started Jared Goff.
yeah,
Uh,
should have, bro.
I should have went with my gut, man. Should have did it, and I didn't. I talked myself
I,
out
I
of it.
really, I really don't know who convinced you that that was a good idea.
Matt.
Matt?
Yeah,
Well,
Matt said he would love to be on the show all the time, but he's at work while we're doing the show, so sucks to suck. Ah, loser. Um,
no, but
Mac Jones looks like a choke artist, though. Mac Jones does.
Mac Jones, he's situation. I mean, Devontae Parker had what 57 yards,
Looks
6
good.
receptions, too bad. They got a fairly good wide receiver room. It's nothing like special. It's like definitely like a consistent one. Kendrick Bourne. I
Great.
don't know how many targets. How many targets he get?
9.
9. Damn. Only 4 receptions from 9 targets.
Not a lot of drops though. Not a lot of drops.
A lot of drops. Just kind of like uncatchable ones, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay. I mean, you got Juju too. I mean, only 28 yards on 5 receptions. I mean, I might try and stretch the field with him a bit. You know, he's a bigger body that can kind of do that. Mike McDaniel's fucking hilarious.
Yo, this is so fucking funny, dude.
Did you see that one clip at the end with
He
the
said, I'm gonna run the
camera
ball
guy?
once 5 times. Yeah.
There was one though after the game as well. It might have been, I don't know what it was, but the camera guy was looking at him, and then he like looked at him, and he was kind of jogging, and then he just kind of like full started like sprinting like to get out of the fucking camera. And you see the camera just kind of like pan off like to him. I was like, no, this dude,
What a good like that's fucking weird, but okay.
dude's
Uh,
just fucking
yeah,
funny.
dude. Most of it looks good though, man.
Mostert did look good. Mostert look. I know most your fantasy owners are pretty happy. He went 21 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can't beat that.
Their defense
But
looked good too. Uh, so Jalen Phillips didn't play, which is like the defensive end for the
yeah,
Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah,
He might have just lost his spot, dude. This dude named Andrew Van Ginkel
yeah, man.
might have just Wally pipped the shit out of him. I don't know if you know who Wally Pip is or not. Okay, anyway, so Wally Pip was the first baseman for the Yankees a long time ago before Yogi Berra. Uh, and he set out a game with a migraine or a headache and whatnot. Yogi Berra came in, went 5 for 5 that day, and never looked back. And that's why you don't hear about Wally Pip except for when we tell this story.
That story.
Um, I mean, look, the same shit happened to Trey Lance. He got Wally Pip too. He broke his ankle. Purdy came in, took the job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first it was Jimmy, and then Jimmy went out, and then
We don't consider Jimmy anything anymore.
pretty,
He's in Vegas, okay?
pretty took the job from both of them. Pretty tight job from
Yeah.
both.
But yeah, no, that was a great game last night. Me and Maria watched it. She's a Patriots fan, even though she doesn't know a single person on the Patriots. Uh, she said Mac Jones has huge ears and he could fly away like Dumbo.
Yeah, yeah. I might have to clip that in a minute, like an edit of it. That'd be kind of funny. It's like enlarged. His ears are just
Oh, dude, it was
like
so
a
bad.
Dumbo cover.
It was so bad. All right, I'm ready for
uh,
the next game.
right.
Let's talk
The
Commanders Broncos. Okay.
final game before tonight.
We'll talk
That
about both
game
games.
was. No, I'm saying like before
Yeah.
tonight we have two
The
games.
Commanders are for real.
Commanders, fucking them.
And I'm not
Yeah,
saying like they're for real, like they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but they're gonna play you hard, and they're gonna find a way to win games.
hey,
Sam
Brian
Howell.
Robinson
Sam Howell. Yeah, I
and
haven't
Sam
got to
Howell.
Brian Robinson yet because I'm still a little pissed off. Because if Najee Harris
Yeah.
puts up a fucking terrible game today, I'm gonna be so mad. Because I was like, oh, I made the right call. I started DeAndre Swift over fucking Brian Robinson this week. Maybe I should have been thinking like, oh, maybe I should have started Brian Robinson over fucking Najee Harris now. As you see, Derrick Henry doesn't come out the lineup. But
He
anyway,
is a permanent
yeah,
starter.
Sam Howell looks fucking great, dude. I don't understand.
Dude,
I don't understand what this dude like. Why he didn't start sooner last year?
I mean, that's why I was telling you, I think it was only last game or last 2 games he started, but Rivera was like, dude, fucking should have started him earlier.
Yeah,
You might
no, he
have a
should have.
chance to make the playoffs.
I mean, don't
Shit
get me
like
wrong.
that.
Taylor Heineke played his ass off,
Yes.
but
Carson Wentz was not that
Sam
guy, though.
Howell looks fucking incredible.
Bro, looks very good. And I'm glad that, even though Tim McLaurin only had 50 yards, I'm glad he's got, a competent QB now, you know? I mean, dude, look at all the people that caught the ball yesterday.
Multiple
One,
receptions
two,
for most
three,
of them.
four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn near everyone had 2 or more receptions, with the exception of Byron Pringle, who had 1 reception for 4 yards.
Yeah, so we're saying, yeah, and look, they caught all their targets for the most part, right? Terry
I mean,
McLaurin,
dude,
5 for 6.
he was
John Bates,
spreading
three
that
for
well.
five. Antonio Gibson, 3 for 3. Brian Robinson Jr., 2 for 3. De'Ami Brown, 3 for 3. I was watching a stretch there where De'Ami Brown was getting the ball every 5 seconds. It was like I was like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck's going on? Uh, Logan Thomas, we was just talking about him, 2 for 3 and a touchdown. Jahan Johnson, 3 for 5. Cole Turner, 2 for 2. Curtis Samuel, 3 for 3. So two of those guys need to get more yardage, and yeah, Curtis Samuel and Jahan Dodson need to get more. I mean, Terry McLaurin needs more targets too, but
It's, good that he
who the
can,
fuck am
do
I
it.
if they're winning games to tell them who to fucking throw the ball
Hey,
to?
Brian Robinson, though,
18 carries,
I mean,
87 yards, 2
18,
TDs.
87, 2 touchdowns, averaging 4.8 a carry. Dude,
Yeah.
his story is actually, insane.
No, they're good,
His
dude.
story.
Um, and his defense. This defense, right? I know they declined the 5th-year option on Chase Young. Maybe they should have kept that motherfucker. Maybe they should have been like, all right, you know what? I'll take the risk because
Who
when
was,
you play, you're a fucking playmaker. First game back on a pitch count. This is on a pitch count. This is what they said, right? That's what they're calling it. Like he's only allowed to play so many plays. 1.5 sacks. Montez Sweat 1.5 sacks. Deron Payne 1 sack. 2 TFLs. Um, like this team doesn't make sense. If you asked me who the biggest the best player on that team would have been, I would have said Tressway. Their punter because he's an All-Pro punter. He's gonna be the
yeah,
All-Pro punter. But I mean, then I would have said Terry McLaurin, Deron Payne, Jared Allen. Is Jared Allen? Is Allen even still there? Yeah, Jonathan Allen. Okay, I take that back. Jonathan Allen's probably the best player on that team. But their team makes no sense. And then let's go talk about the Broncos, right? The Broncos looked good yesterday. Russ
Russell
Russ was
Wilson.
cooking. He was cooking.
Is he back? Is he
No, he's not
cooking
back.
something other than some raw food? I mean,
He's not
might.
back because he went 18 for 32, which is like 55%. For 308, 3 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Also, the leading rusher.
Which makes no fucking sense. All right, but so let's talk about this, right?
Oh, yeah, I forget
Marvin
this.
Mims Jr. 2 receptions and 113 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 targets. This is what I'm saying. Start throwing some fucking quick slants to Marvin Mims. He's so fucking fast. If he gets in space, he's gone. Like, do I have to coach? Like, maybe I should coach the fucking Broncos. Apparently, Sean Payton's not doing a good enough job yet. I think Sean Payton just wants Russell Wilson gone, to be honest. But we'll talk about that another day.
I do think that as well. He does not seem like he likes
He
Russ,
doesn't. He
and
doesn't.
kind of all the stuff that's kind of about. He's like something about your focus up. It's a team
Stop
game.
kissing fucking babies. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Um, Cortland
But
Sutton didn't look bad. Jerry Judy's not like. Isn't me
gotta
honest?
get
Jared Judy just make me leaves things for a lot to be desired from him every year.
he just came back from injury though, no?
Yeah, I just every time everyone's like, "Oh, Jared Judy," I like, what has he done? Yes, he has just come back from injury, and I think Jared Judy's a good receiver, and I think he deserves to start. I just maybe it's the offense he's in. I don't
Not
know,
getting
dude.
used as properly as he should be. I don't know how many targets he had, but I mean, 3 receptions for 25 yards, 8.3 average. It's
He had
not,
5 targets. 5 targets.
pretty good. 5 targets, 35.
were all those targets catchable? Who knows?
I don't know. Marvin Mims, though, you can't be fucking mad. They did 2 receptions for 113.
Well,
Goddamn touchdown as well for
yeah,
6.5.
and Cortland Sutton is that big possession receiver, and that's what his stats reflect. 5 receptions, 66 yards. He's Brandon Marshall Jr. for the Broncos, because that's where Brandon Marshall
Yo,
started.
When did Cortland Sutton's first name become Cohen Sutton? Am I just tripping, or
No, it's Cortland. Courtland.
why the fuck is it popping up as Cohen? Coen Sutton. The fuck?
I have no clue, but you should not. Yeah. But their defense looks good. The Broncos' defense. They had 4 sacks. Jonathan Cooper. I don't know who that is. Randy Gregory, Nick Bonito. I will say this: the one thing that will hold the Commanders back is their offensive line. Um,
Yeah, they don't have too many stars on the
they need well. They lost Brandon Sheriff to the Jaguars,
no, Jaguars.
and they paid him a shit ton of money. It was like 80 million for 6 years. So like
He's
I get
fucking
it.
worth it though. So
Yeah, no, he is, and I get it. It makes sense.
I mean, they had both. The fucking Commanders got some good O line over the past
They do. They do.
decade. I mean, they I think they were the original team for Trevor Williams, right?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan drafted him when he was there. But
I ain't feeling my. Hey, went for it. Hey, come on over. Come on over.
bro, so uh, like an article just came out like Dan Snyder hated the 49ers so much so they wouldn't trade him fucking Kirk Cousins for the number 2 pick. It would have been the number 2 pick that year. And they wouldn't trade it to him. But then they traded us Trent Williams for a 4th rounder. Like
That's
you,
good.
like Trent Williams is like, listen, I will not play for you, and you need to trade me to them, or I'm gone.
Trevor Williams is a fucking unit, bro.
Best player
If
in the
you
NFL.
tried to trade him now, I mean, it'd have to be numerous picks for sure, for sure.
To me, and like I get it, I'm kind of biased, right? But to me, he's probably the best player in the NFL.
I think if you're looking at kind of like impact, by position and not
Like like ob-
doubting,
like
you know,
objectivity, like not like biased towards any one position. He's probably the best player. Like there's Trent Williams, and then there's like Laramie Tunsil. Like there's a big gap between Trent Williams and the next left tackle. And like there's a big gap
I think
between,
with that.
and I'll say there's a big gap between Mahomes and the next quarterback as well. But
Mahomes, Geno Smith.
Mahomes, 10 other quarterbacks, Geno Smith.
Then they go down even lower. Brock
Brock Purdy,
Purdy.
I agree. I agree. No, I agree. I think Brock Purdy's probably like the fifth.
He's
He's in
he's
the
got to work his way up.
12 to 19 range right now.
Don't get me wrong. He's working his way up
He
that
is. He is.
list.
Yeah, but
He's working.
I say like 12 to 19 range for Brock Purdy. Like, if someone's like, hey, Brock Purdy's like the 19th best quarterback in the NFL, or like, even like the 21st best quarterback in the NFL, but you're not wrong. I can't argue with you. But, yeah. Trent Williams is a fuck. Yeah, so they draft well, the Commanders. I know if they don't win this year, Ron Rivera's out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But
they got
Eric,
they got a good quarterback now. So
if Eric Bieniemy's offense keeps doing this, there's no reason why that man should not have a head coaching job next year. No reason.
he might get just elevated next year. Honestly, low key.
He did sign a pretty big deal to come there. He's like the highest paid offensive coordinator in the league.
Live so.
I know he signed a 5-year deal. Yeah, maybe he does become the head coach there if Ron Rivera fails. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Commanders look good. I think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I think they look good as well.
That defense is
Only
good.
problem is they're in a division with a
Yeah,
team that's going to be a Super Bowl contender. There,
two
the
of them,
Eagles,
two Super Bowl contenders. Like I get,
Cowboys. They'll probably make the playoffs again.
oh yeah,
It's just the Cowboys.
they will make the playoffs. That defense is top
So
3, top 2.
I think they're going to need to bank on a record because uh, when it comes to division rankings, they're going to have a tough time. Because the Giants, they're not looking too great right now. I don't see them making the playoffs.
I don't see the
It's
Giants making the
kind of,
playoffs either. I think Daniel
I mean,
Jones. I think if the Giants end up with a top 5 pick, Daniel Jones is
they got to
gone.
draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got to find some sucker to take on that fucking contract.
Yeah, 160 million guaranteed.
Fucking stupid.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
they absolutely got finessed by
Daniel
Mr.
Jones.
Giant.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I could definitely see them making it. The only problem is if you have 3 teams from the NFC East making the playoffs, you can't have 3 teams from the NFC West making the
True.
playoffs.
So that's true. That's true. Um, you have 2 teams from the NFC West making the playoffs.
2 teams can't make the playoffs.
The NFC might be like because like right, you got the 3 top. Well, we'll say there's 3 top teams. 4. We'll say 4 top teams in the NFC West and NFC. Right. Niners, Eagles, Cowboys, Lions,
That's how the
Seahawks,
lines are
and
the
then
offense.
I'll put like the Seahawks is in like that second tier with like the Rams. You guys are like the top of the second tier, but like the Rams, the Commanders, the Bucks. The Buccaneers look fucking great.
You can
Defense.
toss the Falcons up there if you really wanted to.
The Falcons are
Falcons.
2-0. The Saints, they're gonna be 2-0 after tonight. Um, the Packers, the Vikings, if they ever get it going, they're 0-2 though. So that's a tough race.
Yeah,
And
but I mean, Kirk, I mean, he's really doing all he can do right now. He did have, yeah, obviously, I think he had like 3 turnovers himself in the first game, which obviously did not help him. Now, if you watch some of that, you saw that, like, some of the turnovers were just, the offensive line, like, bumping into him or some shit, a fumble on the snap, it was just whatever. And then, I mean, he played lights out against the Eagles, but, his defense is a pretty big problem. I mean,
oh, and
I
it's
said it
been
before,
even last year they had the 30th ranked defense and they went to the playoffs.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, the only difference was that in one-score games they were 11-0. They're 0-2 in one-score games now. So, I mean, that's already not a great way to start that. I mean, yeah, they still got, their 30th ranked defense, but that one-score game differential was kind of the difference between going, 4-13 and 13-4.
you're not wrong. I agree. I don't think it's all Kirk Cousins' fault, but he's in the
I
final.
don't,
He's in the final year
I
of
don't
his
think.
deal, and maybe they get a good draft pick. Maybe they get I don't know Shador Sanders, Drake May, Caleb Williams instead.
Dude, where would Kirk go? Would Kirk go to the Jets?
Someone was saying that the Jets should throw a first round pick at the Vikings for Kirk Cousins.
I mean, Kirk's fucking good. Thing is, the Jets don't have a better offensive line, any
No,
better of an offensive line than the fucking Vikings. So he'd
that
be
is
going into a
correct.
similar situation and
Yep.
just getting absolutely
Except
fucking.
for the Jets have a dominant defense.
That is true. That is, dude. I'd be interested to see what Kirk could do with the. Hmm.
Um, yeah, no, it'd be good. I don't. I mean, Kirk Cousins is 35 too. Like this could be his final year as well.
35? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure it's 35. He came in the league with RG3, and RG3's been out the league for 4 or 5 years.
Jeez, 35. That boy old as shit. God damn.
Was he 35?
I thought he was like 32, 33, my man.
No, 35.
God damn.
Russell Wilson's up there too now.
He's 36, 37, I think. motherfucker's old.
I think
I guess that makes sense. They're both in the same draft class. I don't know why I'm tripping about
he's
that.
Russell Wilson's only 34.
That's not. That is it's like 36. 30. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean, Kirk. I mean, I think personally the Vikings just got to keep him for the rest of his career. I mean, he's a great fucking QB. They just got to work on that defense, man. I mean, he's not taking these fat contracts either, which is like great too.
yeah. So like, here's what I don't understand, right? Like, why did they go Jordan Addison in the first round? Don't get me wrong, he's good. Jordan Addison looks great in that offense. Why not go get a defensive player to help your defense that fucking sucks?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, I guess
Outside
the
outside of Hunter, they suck.
not even playing Hunter right, really, in my opinion. They're playing him in this kind of like stand-up position as like an outside linebacker, and he's kind of always been, a more dominant pass rusher when he's, kind of already down at the like edge spot. But
Yeah, no, I agree.
it's as far as his defense, so I mean, he's trying to do his thing. Um, there's a bit of talent on that defense. Byron Murphy is pretty
He's
good, but
good. He's
outside of
good.
him, there's really no other corner. Andrew Booth. I know he had some high hopes. He's not that great. Harrison Smith.
Harrison,
He's a pretty
yeah,
consistent guy.
but he's old.
He is old. I think he just signed something
Yeah,
like
baby.
to finish out his. But I mean, like you said, they definitely got to get some more defensive
I
talent.
agree.
I know they signed Davenport in the offseason. That personally was not a great pickup. I mean, they
No,
paid too much for him too.
I hear you, baby. Davenport, I mean, he was let go by the Saints, and the Saints don't have a great defense. They don't have a great pass rush. He was underperforming for the Saints. He's going to underperform for the Vikings. I'm not going to say he's going to underperform for the Vikings because that's not fair. That's not fair to him. And he so far is performing pretty well. I just don't know if it'll continue. Um,
Zadarius Smith didn't stay on with the Vikings, right?
no,
They traded him.
ooh, I don't know.
I think I think he got traded to the
I'm
Browns.
looking. I think you might be right.
But
But
I
I
know
know.
he was pretty good that first half of last year, and then he kind of fell off in the second half.
Yeah, he's on the Browns.
Just
Yep.
the Browns.
Yep. Browns.
Yep. Okay.
Um, that's a good memory. I, yeah, I mean, Clowney signed with the Ravens, right?
Yep. Ravens. Yeah, he's kind of bounced around from teams and whatnot.
He's a good pass rusher. He just doesn't get stats.
He's having an injury guy as well. He just has some injuries
Yeah, he
every
is.
now and then that take him out
But
for 4 or 5 games. Definitely doesn't help
so
him.
do you have our records so far this week?
What are what?
Our records
What do you mean?
for the Pickums.
Like what? Like overall?
Yeah, for this week.
Oh yeah. So um,
I just want to know
I
who's losing.
went I went 8-6. You went 6-8. We got two games
I
left.
suck. I suck.
We both have New Orleans. You have a chance to gain a game. With Pittsburgh. I have the Browns.
So
So
you won this week.
yeah, pretty much.
So you
Let's
won the
get
past. So you won the first 2 weeks. This is bullshit. All right, hey,
it.
this has been fun. My time is. I gotta head to the work.
All right, man.
Uh, Steelers tonight win. Najee Harris big game. This is not a prediction or a hot take. This is wishful thinking. Uh,
Wishful thinking for his fantasy team.
yeah, I need Deshaun Watson to throw 4 picks.
I had I had Higgins and Nakua on my bench for fantasy.
You had who and who?
Higgins and Nakua.
Oh, dude, I had fucking Brian Robinson and Drake London. I lost.
Still won by 50 though.
I lost. I'm gonna lose by 5.
Dude, Zay Flowers might get put on bench next week, low key.
That's fine. All right, guys. I'm out of
Uh,
here. See you guys Wednesday. As always,
Post guys.
later.